Hey everyone, welcome back to another lesson here on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about how you can turn $1,000 into $2,000 selling on Amazon. Two different ways actually. When you're dealing with a small amount of startup capital, you can get into private label. There's another technique that we can use. I'm going to be showing you both in today's video. If that sounds like something you'd enjoy watching, be sure to stick around to the end. Be sure to like down below if you do enjoy the content. Other than that, let's just get right into it. All right, so the first way that you could turn $1,000 into $2,000 on Amazon is with, well, we're actually on the wrong page for what I want to say. Should have set that up better. Retail arbitrage, or what's more properly known as online arbitrage these days, depending on the style you're doing. Most people aren't going into stores. A lot of it's just coupon websites, selling that stuff online. That's what I used to do. You can do this. I made several thousand, if not $1,000. You don't need to do this for long, because generally you just do it to get enough to start private label. Some people do it full time. I think it's just too much work personally, but when you have a small amount of money, this actually might seem like very little amount of work compared to what you're used to doing like at a day job. So what you would do is, this is Vipon. You would go to like a deal site, find products that you can sell, and you would make sure that you can sell them. So one of the biggest problems with doing this technique is you have to worry about like IP infringement. So if this is in fact a branded storefront, which you can almost always tell if they have brand registry by if they have pictures in their description, this is called enhanced brand content. They have the ability to just, you'll notice there's no additional sellers on this listing, kick you right off because of the fact that they have brand registry, they have a trademark, meaning that no one else can sell anything with their brand name on it. So as soon as you do this, you might, just get taken out. You won't be able to sell it. You'll actually lose money on that product. Works better on small startup products that haven't established a brand yet. We'll check this one out. Open on Amazon. See if we could find one. So yeah, this one. So they have a normal product description. That generally means they have enhanced brand content. They probably won't be able to submit a infringement for you in the time that you can flip one or two of their units. So the way this works for a lot of you that are confused, this is an Amazon product. You're buying it for $8.48. They're actually priced at a discount right now, which is why it's so important to have a price history calculator, because for as long as we can see, their price was up in the $19 to $16 range. And like, you think that's how much you're going to be able to sell it for. You buy it for $8. You come in one day, they're at $11. That's not very good. So it's probably not something that I would do, but in theory, that's how it would work. And it's not always going to happen on the first try. You come through here, look for products that don't have brand registry, so they can't really get you taken down. You're essentially like, if you've ever heard of that term hijacker, you're being a hijacker doing this. Slightly frowned upon by some, but it's totally within the terms of service if you do it correctly. It's okay to, arbitrage products that are on Amazon. That's an legitimate business model. Just make sure that you know what you're doing. You can't sell certain brands, like literally just wouldn't be able to sell it at all. You'll know that if you go into Seller Central catalog, add a product, try and sell it. It'll just tell you before you even order it from this if you can sell it or not. And then beyond that, you want to make sure they're not brand registered, like I said, so that they're not going to be able to submit IP infringement with a registered trademark number. Now, brand registry isn't always indicated by a product description that's enhanced. They might just not have made enhanced brand content. There's different ways you can tell. You could look up, how to figure out if someone has brand registry or a competitor has brand registry, a couple different ways. But this is step one. Now this works more than just with this coupon website where it's directly to other Amazon products. This would work with Walmart clearance, Target clearance, right? So we can come up here, we go Walmart clearance, and they have online clearance stuff. You could look through here and try and find products that are listed on both Walmart and Amazon, and you make money in the middle, right? You buy it from here, sell it on there. You can do the same thing with Amazon to eBay, eBay to Amazon, Target to Amazon, looking for products that are already listed in two places, looking for a price discrepancy, and then listing it there. Now, a lot of people are like, well, if it's this price on Amazon and you can just buy it here for this price, why doesn't everyone just buy it here? That's because most people have one place where they do most of their shopping. For most Americans, that's like Amazon for their primary online shopping. They're not checking all these different deal sites, right? The people who check those sites don't buy this product at this price. The vast 99% of customers are just going to look in one place and they're just going to buy it at that price. So that's how that works. Now, the second way, so you've done this, and you've made some money. Maybe you started with, you could start this with, the cool thing about this, you could start this a couple $100 or maybe even less. Technically you start with $8, right? What was that one? The price of any of these is how much you need to start. You flip it. So that works. That's a cool business model. I did it for a long time, and I was successful with it. I never lost money doing this. I was always profitable. Not that I didn't lose money on any one individual product, like maybe some, like what I said happened, like a seller takes your listing down from their listing, or the seller that's selling it drops their price. But overall, like out of ordering, hundreds of products and flipping them, the grand total was net positive, several hundred, if not several $1,000s. I forget now, it's been years since I've done this, but this works. This works well. And now, second way, told you in the beginning, there's going to be 2 ways, is to start a private label brand, private label product. This takes a little bit more work up front, but it's going to last you a lot longer. Now with $1,000, you have to start something very small, very small that you can keep in stock that doesn't sell very many units. And you probably won't make as much money right away. Flipping, you might be able to instantly, make a 50% profit margin or something. I might be able to instantly double your money on a flip. With private label, you're kind of, it's basically like you're gaining equity in marketplaces. And as those marketplaces, aka products, gain momentum, you gain profit. So for something like this, say, okay, $1,000. Wow, that's tight. How do I start with that much? Well, 290, 300 right away is going to be photography. Don't cheap out on photography. It's the one thing you need to do good. So right there at 200, 300 bucks, do your own copywriting. Don't pay a copywriter if you have that small amount of money. You have, let's say, $500 to $700 for inventory. Most of you are thinking that's impossible. It's not technically impossible. If you look in the small and light categories, find products that are between $11 to maybe $14, and you could order 100 of those. Maybe they sell 2 a day or something. If you're making $5 profit per unit, $10 a day, well, that's $300 a month, right? Like $10 a day sounds like nothing to some people, but you're $10 a day positive, not $10 a day negative buying stuff. You're gaining that much money every single day. Over the course, $10 a day over the course of a month is $300, right? So that does add up, $5,000 a year. So if you do that a couple times, really quickly, part-time jobs, max you're making $15,000 a year working a part-time job. So think about that for a second. 3 products, doing 2 sales a day at $5 profit. By the end of the year, you can make the same amount you're making at your part-time job. Now, it's probably not enough to live off of. A lot of my channel is not how to live off of your Amazon business or how to make $1 million on Amazon. Just like, how do you get started? How do you make a couple $100? How do you make $1,000 doing this? And then the advanced level I go on to, teach my students, and beyond that is, how do we go from $1,000 a month to $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 per month, and even above that. So that's the next way to do it. You could, order in bulk a product like this on a website called Alibaba. Now this is very beginner. A lot of you will know what this is already, but again, I'm just trying to simplify. So many people are caught up in their heads thinking about what to sell on Amazon. A lot of it can be broken up very easily into just like, find a product that sells a couple units a day. There's not a lot of competition, sell that. Or if you want to just make more money to start private label, or even just make more money in general, try and flip some products from eBay to Amazon, or from a coupon website back to Amazon, Walmart clearance, even going in stores, looking at the clearance section. Lots of ways it can be done. You just can't be lazy. Gotta actually do it, take some action, and yeah, it could work out for you. So that's gonna do it for today's video. Thanks so much for sticking around to the end. Be sure to like and subscribe down below, so you don't miss videos like this in the future. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Later.